Uh-oh. Did I forget to watch STD? Yeah, I did. Almost a week later, I finally watched the episode of Project Daedalus, I believe, which is there's no mention of it until the very end, because this is what Michael Burnham must find. Some secret project that I suspect Section 31 was working on before they were all murdered by the cybernetic intelligence from the future, I guess. Or maybe they cooked it up within their station and whatever. The Brainiac program that took over Robot Girl Arium. Yes, so we finally get an episode for Robot Girl Arium. Well, spoiler, she's dead. Oh boy, she was nothing more than furniture to them, and then they give her a story, and then she's gone. We got a little glimpse. She used to be human, and she was engaged, and she was reviewing her old memories while she made room for the information from the sphere, and apparently she and her fiance were in a horrific shuttle crash, and well, the Federation had the technology to rebuild her and make her faster, better, and stronger. And the most interesting looking designed character they had on the ship, but again, they only used her as furniture. Now, the other aliens looked like a bunch of guys right out of the cantina scene, but she had an interesting look. Now, granted, it's similar to Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy, but still, probably should have done more with that character, but they didn't. And well, maybe the makeup process is really expensive, and so they could only do a few shots of her sitting around, and then, all right, get out of there. But she got to do a lot. In this episode, she got to kick Burnham's ass. But of course, Burnham won. I don't know how much of her was robotic, so all we could see was her head. So, but it looked like she was much stronger than the average human. But then there was the other stuff. Admiral Cornholio shows up and again has to spank Captain Pike. That's just what she likes to do. As if she's the brains of this whole thing. She's not. She easily gets fooled by Section 31. She was a complete incompetent moron in the first season, including having an unethical sexual relationship with a subordinate officer who turned out was not that officer. But I'm sure he was an exact copy, so, you know. But, and then here she comes again, and she's got to browbeat Pike and put him in his place and all that crap. It's just there for that purpose and that purpose alone. And when you, again, when you're telling a story within your film or TV show, the last thing you want to do is push your audience out of the story. Well, too late, they did. So the best thing about her, though, is that she makes Burnham look better. Now, Burnham has a confrontation with Spock, and we finally have someone putting Burnham in her place. Spock knows how to touch all her buttons, and how she's still blaming herself for the death of her parents, even though she was just a little child and really couldn't have done much, but she wanted to see the supernova, and that's what put them in the danger that ultimately resulted in their demise. So Spock has an outburst, and I guess it was supposed to make it seem as if maybe there's something to the story that he murdered those doctors. But no, it was all a hologram set up by this cybernetic threat that wants to become sentient or some such. I guess it's V'ger all over again. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The end result will be the death of all sentient life in the galaxy. So they got to stop it. So apparently it knew Spock is a focal point of the Red Angel, I guess. And so he set up Spock and framed him for murder. But of course, he didn't commit any murder. So how much of this is Section 31 doing it, and how much of it is Section 31 being manipulated by this, artificial intelligence. Well, we don't know yet, but since most of Section 31 is dead, and the only ones, their command structure were only holograms, well, then it seems this entity or AI, what have you, has been operating for quite some time. And I don't know, because I mean they showed the probe come back from the future and attack Pike and Tyler when they were in that shuttle, and like a giant squid, and that was from the future, and then it sent its signal, and that got into Arium, and that's what took her over. So the signal came from there. Did Arium transfer it into the Federation so that the Section 31 gets it, or is Section 31 creating this entity and it's a more advanced form from the future and it comes? I don't know. Hopefully they thought this through and it'll work out, but I don't know. But it looks like we're getting closer to, yes, Burnham is the Red Angel and she has to save the universe. And I'm thinking perhaps we'll get closer to that in the next episode. But there's moments here where it could have been cool or good, but they just got to ruin it with stupid things like Tilly. Tilly was almost likable in the first season, but it's just... she was a one-joke character, and they keep telling the joke. So, it's too bad she didn't get shot out into space. Boy, and it's too bad they wasted Arium. She was a cool-looking character, and the actress can act. So, what the hell? And stop with this childlike approach to the crew. I mean, it's ridiculous, and Tilly certainly speaks to that. But in this episode, they had the business where they were being attacked by the Section 31's razor mines or whatever they were. And Pike is just, okay, gang, let's try some evasive maneuvers. So they had to name each maneuver, and it was like a spelling bee or something. I don't, it's like, yeah, they're in the first grade or whatever. And it's just, what is that? Don't do that anymore. Captain Pike, you're supposed to be the captain. Tell them what, give them orders. Jeez. I don't know. Who's running this thing? So, it was much ado about nothing as far as this show goes. Arium was cool, but they threw her away, and that's that. So, I don't know, 1 star. If I remember to watch the next episode, which should be out pretty quick now, we'll see what happened there. But hey, the Orville's coming back. Yeah, that's something. Probably watch that instead. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe. And for those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much. And check out the link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you.